NOLA Gent here at China Orchid, Chinese food, yeah! Welcome to NOLA Gent. Let the good times roll. In this episode of our restaurant review vlog, we're flashing back to Christmas time 2020 as we feast with me on some great Chinese lunch specials at China Orchid. So let's go ahead and head on inside for an epic meal time as we enjoy this Chinese restaurant review video. So as you look ahead, you see they've got a little bar in here and then a small little dining room. So it's a pretty small place, but they pack a lot of good food in here and they have a huge menu. We're not even gonna have time for that, so I'm getting the lunch special, I thought, with some egg drop soup to start. So let's dig into this delicious stuff. China Orchid is located in the Carrollton neighborhood of New Orleans at 704 South Carrollton Avenue, which is about 14 minutes and 6 miles away from the French Quarter. This is a special time of year to eat with me Chinese food for New Orleans celebrations, and in this Chinese food review video, we will enjoy a Christmas time lunch and find the answer to the New Orleans question of why eat Chinese food during the Christmas holidays. China Orchid Restaurant is a great place to get some good Chinese food, and it is really popular during the Christmas time holidays, as Chinese restaurants have traditionally been among the few restaurants open during the Christmas holiday celebrations. But these days, we do have a wider selection of options to choose from. So I typically do focus on the combo specials that they have here that come with a soup, an entree, and a spring roll. Most places in New Orleans tend to offer a combo special for lunch only, but here at China Orchid they offer it for both lunch and dinner, which is a nice option to be able to choose from, although the lunch is cheaper. But they also have some really good entrees that venture off into some other areas that we'll look at later. So I find the egg drop soup is a great way to start out and get your appetite warmed up for the feast we have ahead, as they certainly don't give you a small serving for the main entree that we have coming up still. I've actually never tried to cook my own egg drop soup before. Comment below if you've ever successfully recreated an egg drop soup. I think I could do it. I just need to find the right recipe, and it could be a pretty simple process, hopefully, knock on wood. Alright, well, I've polished this off, and if you've been a fan of this soup, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and destroy that subscribe button like I just destroyed this soup, as it really does help me with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so I got the Moo Goo Gai pan. Ooh, I love this stuff. Ah, yes. I love the Moo Goo Gai pan, and look, so many of the Chinese restaurants in New Orleans give you this marvelous shrimp stir-fried rice with nice pieces of shrimp in there. They generally have pretty nice sized shrimp, and it is a really good stir-fried rice you get in addition to your entree. And I'm a big fan of Moo Goo Gai pan because you get so many nice, delicious, crunchy, fresh vegetables in there. And we can't survive on po' boys alone in New Orleans, so you do need to get a little Chinese food now and again to ensure you get a proper amount of vegetables. Ooh, so the chicken in there really goes well with all these vegetables. So it is a really nice dish that has a good combination of proteins, vegetables, and then you get a good selection of carbs in here as well. And then definitely the egg in there for a little more egg and my stir-fried rice to go on top of my egg drop soup. So there's really a lot going on in this dish, but it all comes together to make for a really delicious, complete meal. And a little bamboo shoot there with the chicken, that gives it an extra little crunch and good flavor. So it's like really depending on how you combine the vegetables, the rice, and the chicken, you really get kind of a different flavor every time. A little baby corn and mushroom in this bite. So almost every bite is really different in so many ways. So that's the great thing about this, is you get a little interesting variety with each and every bite. And then the nice crunchiness from the snow peas, the baby corn, the bok choy, and the bamboo shoots really make for just a good contrast to some of the other flavors in here. So it's like crunchiness with the more softness of the mushroom and the chicken and then the rice. really make you want to dig into your food here. And speaking of that, go ahead and dig into that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. And it really does help me with that YouTube algorithm. Thanks so much. So I really find that all the combination of the textures and the flavors make for a really satisfying meal here. It's just such an enjoyable thing to eat. Got a little shrimp in there from the shrimp fried rice. It's just every bite is very different and has such a nice combination of flavors. A little crunchy carrot in there too, see? So it's just so many things where you get a little surprise with each bite. So it's always a wonderful surprise of what you're gonna get with each time you get your fork full of things. And here's a nice little shrimp on here. We're gonna combine with a piece of chicken and a snooki and some rice. So every bite is distinct and different in so many ways with some similarities. So it's the yin and the yang in here. So many good things going on and such a balance at the same time. So it really does make for a harmonious meal that really gives you some harmony with variety. And I definitely do enjoy this. It's so nice. It is probably a dish that I like to judge a lot of Chinese food from whenever I visit a restaurant. So this is kind of the one dish I tend to find on most American Chinese restaurant menus. Wherever you go, you'll find a version of this, it seems. And it just definitely always seems to be something that most people find appealing too. So it's not too spicy, it's not too bland, it's got a good combination that most people seem to like for whatever reasons. So it seems to be a big crowd pleaser. So if you're getting a larger entree for a group dinner with some of the other specials they have, the Moo Goo Gai Pan is always a great choice to make to satisfy a lot of people. Now, I do like a little spicy stuff myself sometimes, but every now and then it's good to have a little more calm and tranquil day of some of the pretty laid-back Moo Goo Gai Pan that has not got a lot of burning spice flavor going on to it in most places. However, if you do find yourself in a mood and want to kick up the spice level, usually they will do that for you, although they will also bring out some of the Chinese pepper spice for you to add yourself if you have that need. And more places also seem to carry sriracha as well. And also, most places seem to carry the really spicy Chinese mustard, which that has some kick and burn to it, and we'll be seeing that later when we eat something further in a little bit. So that is still ahead. That is good stuff. But the Moo Goo Gai Pan with all of these wonderful things are so good. These are some bamboo shoots here. And I got a little shrimp and a water chestnut in this bite. Yet another crunchy thing, the water chestnut. So it's so many great crunchy things in there. I can't even keep track of them all, it seems. But definitely you get a wonderful variety of all these good crunchy vegetables in here that give such a good contrast. And I just feel like I've really done a great job eating a good variety of vegetables every time I have this. So definitely makes me feel like I've done my part to keep myself healthy when I do the Moo Goo Gai Pan option. And all the different colors and flavors and textures just make for a really fun time and enjoyable time for me to eat it. So I don't know, what do you think about Moo Goo Gai Pan? Comment below and let me know what your opinion on this dish is. It might not be everybody's favorite, but most people seem to at least like it that I've come across in my travels and conversations with people about food. So let us know what you think about it. Ooh, that's a big mushroom we have left right there. All right, so we're almost polishing this off with some choice bits still remaining. Ooh, the mushroom's very tempting. Got a few more bites of some good vegetables here. This mushroom is just really tempting us. Ooh, let's see. Oh yes, that is a beautiful mushroom here. Oh, definitely goes well. I did like the flavor combination. Ooh, so good. We got a little shrimp here. The little shrimp are always so good. It's like, ooh, stir-fried rice with these little shrimp. Make it all better. All right, so I think we've done a pretty good job of destroying that plate. But they gave me an egg roll. They were supposed to give me the vegetable spring roll, so they brought that out for me. So there was a mistake with my order. I got here at lunchtime at the tail end, but they gave me the dinner combo instead of the lunch combo, so I got charged more. But at least they brought out my spring roll with all that. Now we're going to add some of this sweet duck sauce on top here. This is some good stuff. I believe it's made out of apricots, and it's got a really nice flavor. I have no clue why it's called duck sauce. I don't believe it has any duck inside of it. And here's that dangerous, super spicy Chinese mustard. This stuff will clear out your sinuses. This is really spicy, good stuff. Sometimes I will add it directly on top of my entree whenever I really want to spice it up sometimes. So often I'll eat my spring roll first, and then there's a lot of the duck sauce and Chinese mustard left in there, and I'll kind of mix it in with an entree to give it a little spicy and extra sweet flavor to it sometimes. But these are good things that you find on most tables in Chinese restaurants in New Orleans. So let's take a little sample bite here of the spring roll. See how this goes. Ooh, there's a lot of that spicy mustard on here, though. It's gonna definitely clear my sinuses out. Ooh, very nice. It's always got a good kick to it. I do love that little kick of the mustard. It's so nice. Ooh, it is so good to feel that burn that clears out everything in my sinuses and the back of my throat. Sometimes it makes you want to cough a little bit because it's so overwhelming and powerful when you first start eating it, but when you get through it, you're fine. So, won't you just go ahead and destroy that subscribe button like I destroyed this plate of food, and give this video a thumbs up, as it really helps me. And we get a fortune cookie. What do you think the fortune might be for all of us these days? Nobody knows. So the dinner entree combo was $17.85 before tip. Another one of the good combos is the Kung Po beef, and the Kung Po chicken's good as well. I also really like their Singapore noodles dish here that's really delicious. And here is a yucca mein they do. Now that's a special New Orleans dish. And the yucca mein, or as it's also known, the Old Sober, is deserving of an entire video on its very own that we'll do later. Comment below if you want to see that. And make sure to tune in for the next episode with more good food, good times, and good people.
Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you would just click on the little circle here with a picture of my head in there and subscribe to the NOLA Gent channel, it would really help me a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you.